When the days are cold and the cards all fold.
Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be just kind of like a get to know me video. I know a lot of you don't know things about me, and I know a lot of you do, but I feel like I haven't really told you guys my story on how I met my husband. I've had a few people ask me on videos and commenting and saying, wait, you're married? Like, you're 20 years old. You're married? Why are you married? And you know what? You just don't know a little bit about me. So I'm going to kind of just tell my story on how I met my husband. And sorry if you think this is boring. I thought it was going to be kind of interesting just because I know a lot of you guys don't know. And I was like a 14-year-old that just put makeup on. So that's me for you guys. So yeah, there's me. I am 20 years old and I look like a 14-year-old with makeup on. I'm like 5'2", so there I am in a little mini size package. Okay, if you guys want to know how I met my husband, keep watching this video. So let's start from the beginning. I wasn't allowed to date at 15 in my religion, and probably like within the whole world. Like, parents usually only let their kids date when they're 16, like when they can drive a car. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't really dating. I kind of had a boyfriend, not really. His name, let's call him Toby. I dated a boy named Toby, and it was kind of like on and off. No, it was pretty much on. And I thought I liked him a lot, but you know, I saw other boys. I was like 15. I totally saw other boys and I was like, oh, they're cute. You know, I wasn't like serious at all. And so, like I said, I wasn't serious at all. And well, we thought we were, but it wasn't really serious. I mean, when you're 15, you look at boys and you're like, oh, they're hot. So anyways, we had this like group. Let's just say I dated these boys in their hometown. I lived in Utah, they lived in Idaho. I just hung out with this group, and I had always seen Courtney, which is my husband, and that's his name. Yes. And he would come and hang out in that group, and I didn't really like notice him, but I thought he was cute like when I would see him. And I had seen him over the past 6 months, and I just remember saying, oh my gosh, he's so hot. Like, he's really hot. So anyways, yeah, I went to, what was his name? What was the name that I made up? Let's just say Tyler. I went to Tyler's football game, and I remember throwing Mardi Gras beads at the cheerleaders with Courtney, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I really like him. So then I got asked to the prom, not by Tyson, but I got asked to the prom, and I remember looking down and it was Courtney, and I was like, oh my gosh, Courtney just was over here. But then I wanted to play it cool. I was like on my date, so I didn't want to do anything and say anything. Hi, puppy. And so I was like, oh my gosh, okay. So I ignored Courtney for like 2 weeks, and I was like, whatever. So my best friend at the time, well, still to this day, Liz Knowlton. You can follow her on Instagram. I'll link it below, and you guys can follow her. She's bad A, and I love her. So I love her. And anyways, hi, sweetheart. And so anyway, she's like, let's just do this. Let's do like a little date. And so I was like, oh my gosh, fine. So we went to the Hot Pots, and I really like freaking fell hard for Courtney. And I just remember I was dating Tyson at the time, and so technically I was cheating, but not really, because I was like only 15. So it didn't really matter. I had named him Toby. Okay, besides the point. So I went to the Hot Pots. I said I fell in love, whatever. I was like, oh my gosh, he's so hot. So then after that, yeah, I was dating Tyson, whatever. And I didn't really say anything to Tyson because I was like, I don't know what to do. Because like, he really, I just didn't know what to do with Toby. Because like, you know, he really liked me, and I just didn't have that same connection to him. But if y'all know me, I'm the one that like, I just can't be rude to anybody. So anyways, after that, my mom and dad were like, okay, Sarah, you can't go on a single date with Toby anymore. But they said I still could date him, but it was like I could go on 3 dates with other guys and then him. 3 dates with other guys than him. So like when I was 15 and 16, it wasn't like a huge, crazy, like single dating thing. So I was like, all right, I'll invite Courtney. So I invited him to go skiing with my family. And I just remember that whole time my family just like really liked him, and my aunt liked him, and I was just like, oh, okay, I really like this guy. I just got to end things with Toby. So later on that night, we go to my house and we had dinner, and there was a knock at the door. We were like playing games, and I like got a knock at the door, and it was Toby. So like I go to the door, I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Like I don't know what to do in this kind of a situation. And he told me he loved me. I was like, I don't know what love is. So I just kind of like didn't like break up with him, but yeah, I kind of broke up with him. I don't feel like I really like truly broke up with him until like a couple days after, but it was just kind of like, get out, Courtney's in my house. Like I love him. So anyways, even though I just said I don't know what love is. Anyways, he left the house and I walked inside. I was like, oh, I love Courtney. Like I really do. I really like him. So then from there on, we just kind of like dated like crazy. Like I was doing everything and anything in my power that I could to see him. Like since my parents said I couldn't really like single date him, I basically was. Like I pretty much like did anything I could to even see him. Like I was driving. I remember putting $5 in my car so that I could go to freaking Preston to go see him. Like $5 in my car, that was nothing. I had zero money at all. And I just kept on doing that. And I remember he went off to basic training and I was just so supportive of him. And I mean, it was really hard. It was really, really, really hard. But we've just kind of like stuck through it. We've been together for like 4 years now and we've just like stuck through it. And I love him so stinking much. It's like crazy. Like I could get emotional right now. Like our story, I just felt like he feels like he kind of like stole me away from Toby, and I don't know. I guess my story is not that amazing, but I just really like my husband, and we've been married since May of last year. You can follow me on Instagram and whatever. I'll put the link below, and you can see my pictures from my wedding. And he really is my best friend. Like, yeah, I got married young, but you know what? I've been dating him like since I was like 15, 16, whatever. I've been dating him for so long, and you just know, like when people say you know, you know. Like I remember telling my mom, I love him, and I'm gonna marry him. She's like, you're 16, you have no idea what you're even talking about. But girl, if you love a boy and you feel like you're really gonna marry him, keep that in your heart and don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because I am married to this boy and I still love him. I love him more than I ever did back when I was like 16 years old. Like being married young, I don't know, like it can be bad and it can be good, but I feel like since me and him got to know each other so stinking well, it just helped us out a lot. And you know what? Here we are today. Like I've waited for him on deployment and TDYs and like all of that stuff. Military life sucks. Like it's really hard. Like it really is hard, but you know what? Without him, like, I mean, if it was any other guy, like not even in the military, I probably wouldn't have been so good to him. But he's just like the best thing in the entire world to me, and he treats me so good. And like, I don't know, we just have everything. Like we have a house to live in, and we have so much fun together. Like we can really just do anything, and we have so much fun. Of course, we fight and argue all the time, but that comes with marriage, and we're so ready to like start a family, and I'm just so excited. I love him so much. But there's my story. I hope I didn't bore you guys to death, and I'm happy I finally got it off my chest and let people that didn't know that I was married and people that found out that I was married, and they're like, oh my gosh, you're like so young. But you know what? You really do know when you know, and I love him so stinking much, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us, and I'm so happy that our story brought us together and that Toby was there. I'm so happy I dated Toby so I could meet Court, and I love him so stinking much, and he is my BFF for all time and eternity. Like I said, it's gonna be all time and eternity very soon because we get sealed in the temple very soon, and I'm so excited. And I love him, and I love all of you. Please, if you like this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up because it will help me out so much because I'm going to be posting videos all the time and I love letting you guys know what's going on in my life, and there you go. Don't forget to subscribe.